In a surprising shift, The Washington Post announced that it will not endorse any candidate in the upcoming 2024 U.S. presidential election, a decision marking the end of a long-standing tradition dating back to 1976. This announcement, released just days before the election, stirred strong reactions among the Post staff and the broader media landscape. According to an internal report, the paper's editorial board had prepared a draft endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris over former President Donald Trump. However, it was reportedly Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder and the Post's owner, who made the call to withhold this endorsement. This move comes after another major publication, the Los Angeles Times, recently faced similar turmoil when its billionaire owner decided against endorsing any candidate. Will Lewis, CEO of The Washington Post, explained that the decision reflects a return to our roots of non-endorsement and is intended to avoid perceived bias in the paper's approach to national elections. Lewis emphasized that the Post is committed to democratic values, respect for the rule of law, and the freedom of the press. Still, he acknowledged that readers and critics may interpret this choice in varying ways. Notably, some may view the move as an implicit endorsement, or as a tacit approval of one candidate over another. Meanwhile, the Washington Post Guild A, representing many of the paper's journalists, expressed deep concern that the timing and nature of the announcement undercut their efforts to build trust with readers. Reactions poured in from both the public and within the journalism community. Marty Baron, the Post's former executive editor, called the decision cowardice and a potential invitation for political figures to further intimidate Bezos and other media owners. Baron also highlighted that the Washington Post, under his leadership, earned a Pulitzer Prize for its in-depth coverage of events such as the January 6 Capitol attack. This coverage often came at a political cost, as former President Trump regularly criticized the publication and its owner, Bezos, labeling the Post as fake news and accusing it of biased reporting. Barron's criticism underscores the fear that pulling back on endorsements could set a troubling precedent, especially at a time of heightened political tension and division. Despite the backlash, Lewis stands by the decision, framing it as a move toward greater impartiality. He described it as a choice rooted in the paper's core values, prioritizing journalistic integrity over political involvement. However, many within the Post's editorial department felt the announcement blindsided them, and sources close to the newsroom suggest that some staff are even considering drafting an open letter to express their opposition. This internal discord has exposed growing tensions between the paper's ownership and its editorial team, sparking a renewed debate over the role of media owners in the political sphere. The timing of this decision has drawn additional scrutiny, with some observers noting that in recent years, other major U.S. newspapers have also scaled back on political endorsements. Yet, with its historic slogan, "Democracy dies in darkness," The Washington Post has become a symbolic voice in American journalism. Bezos's decision to halt presidential endorsements is seen by some as a departure from that legacy, a shift that raises important questions about the future of political engagement within the nation's press. As the 2024 election unfolds, this decision will likely resonate both within the industry and among readers who turn to the Post as a beacon of independent reporting and ethical journalism. Stay subscribed for more videos.